Hello, Collective. I hope you're doing well this evening. It's already December 2nd. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Get a little bit of the sage going. Oh, Collective, what shall we find today, huh? Let's look into energy. We got the Ten of Wands in the upright. So somebody is burdened. Somebody is undergoing a heavy burden. The work that you've been putting in could be about to end. You're nearing completion. Whoa. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you're nearing completion. Challenged by diligence. So remain diligent. Remain positive. Keep your work in high standards. Don't take shortcuts. We got the Queen of Cups and the Strength card, both in the upright and the subconscious. So you're very compassionate, you're emotionally stable, and you're very strong. And it's a subtle power. It's not flamboyant. It's a very resilient inner fortitude. Your caring heart and the fact that you are so nurturing may cause people to downplay your strength. But some people may see you as very persuasive and courageous for showing such compassion, especially when you're carrying 10 wands, when you are extra burdened. When you're working so hard. And you're doing so, you're weary, you're very weary, and it could be a temptation to take a shortcut to just, be like, oh, just this, I'm just going to let this one slide. It could be very tempting to do that, but that's not your style. In the recent past, we've got the Eight of Wands in the upright. So, you could have received a new beginning, a new opportunity, new growth opportunities. And it requires some sort of action to grow. And you certainly haven't been stagnant in any way. Empress. Look at that. So the new opportunity is coming for the Empress. You have really accomplished a lot. You may not even be aware of it. In the near future, we do have a Five of Swords in the upright. So somebody's going to try to bring you conflict. They want to win at all costs. It's an abusive relationship. You could be walking away. It's this Ten of Wands. You've been carrying the weight and the burden for many people, probably. And you've been doing so with high standards. You have been compassionate and caring, emotionally stable, and you have been pouring yourself into these burdens that aren't yours. Okay? And you are coming into these new beginnings, these new opportunities. You are growing. You're the Empress. You have accomplished a lot. You have evolved through carrying all of these burdens and through remaining heart open and compassionate and caring. And you have gained in this subtle power, this inner fortitude, this strength, and you have advanced. It could be that you started out as a Queen of Cups, but through these trials and through carrying all these burdens, you wound up as the Empress. And people are mad. They're like, oh no, we're not letting her go, right? So they're like, no, you're not leaving us. You're not going anywhere. We're coming here and we're going to steal whatever it is you got, because they're bullies. You've been giving and giving and giving. And now this is your opportunity. This is the intention, is that you're going to be evolving. You're moving on. And they're like, they're fighting to keep you in their life because you're the star. Because you're the star. They're fighting. They're bringing conflict. They have to win at all costs. And you know what they have to win? You. They have to win you. Because you are their star. You are their Empress. You are their Queen of Cups. You are their Ace of Wands. You are their strength. You are the one who's been carrying the Ten of Wands for them. You're the healer. They think they can just go out here and be a bunch of jackwagons bringing conflict all over the place, and that you're just going to go and make it all right. They don't want to let you go, because your presence makes their foolishness okay. You have a spiritual fortune, and it's your presence in their life which gives them a good life. They're going to fight tooth and nail to keep you in their world. But look at that. We've got the Chariot on the bottom. You're moving on. You are moving on. You have gained a victory over this situation. In the environment, we've got the Two of Swords. So they're at a crossroads. They're stagnation. They're stagnated. They're at a stalemate. They don't know what to do now. Hopes and fears. The Emperor. The Emperor is here. Father figure. King Daddy. King of all kings. King of all gods. Whatever you want to call him. Heavenly Father. Most High. Or it could be an authority figure. It could be the actual father of the Empress. This Emperor could be her spiritual partner. This Emperor could be her spiritual partner. She's the Empress. In the outcome, we've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So there is a giving and receiving. There's a sharing of the wealth, balanced sharing of the wealth, charity, generosity. There's an inheritance. And fairness. Okay? And things are going to be brought into balance. Yeah. And you're going to be entering into this Ten of Cups. Divine union. Blissful relationships. Family contentment. Emotionally balanced. Compassionate. And these others who brought you conflict and who made you carry their burdens while you healed them and suffered for them, they're going to be suffering. They're going to be in a Five of Pentacles now, in insecurity and fear, because they no longer can parasite off of the strength of this Empress. They can no longer parasite off the strength of this Empress. Okay? Because we've got the Ace of Swords here in the upright. They're being cut out. They're being cut out. Everything that they did, everything that they brought to the table, this is a new beginning. They're being cut out. And you're going to be retreating into a state of renewal where you will plan for your future. And romance is coming. You may even receive a proposal from a knight in shining armor, somebody who's romantic and charming. It's a wish fulfillment. Emotional stability. But honestly, I do believe that this is the Emperor here. The Emperor and the Empress are coming together. And these ones, there's a whole group of people here. A whole group of people here who use this Empress to heal themselves, who use this Empress to carry their burdens. They used this Empress who worked with very high standards. She's a master at comforting and nurturing and healing and bringing rejuvenation. And spiritual riches to those that she's in connection with. But it's over now. You've carried their burdens long enough. However, it's important to recognize that it's because of these challenges and this extra burden and your willingness to remain heart open and heart centered and nurturing throughout this whole process of abuse. You became stronger and stronger and stronger, and you were able to develop into the Empress simply by managing your challenges effectively. Okay, You're a mature woman. Challenged by maintaining your high standards and a journey. So there's a journey that is a challenge that you could be challenged by, that you're trying to reach, that you need to take. You have to carry these burdens so that you can make it to the other side. In the subconscious, you're very much focused on compassion and nurturing and being emotionally stable and courageous. You're focused on your upcoming unions, kingdom unions, spiritual unions, your upcoming union, new opportunities. There's a gift. Yeah, somebody wanted to take away your great fortune, or perhaps this gift is your new opportunity. It is your Ace of Wands, and these others, these rivals, they don't get the great fortune. They don't get the great fortune. You get the gift. You get the new opportunities. You're the Empress now. Yeah, look at that courtship. So you in the subconscious, you're like, I am burdened. I'm so burdened, but I'm not giving up, and I'm going to do it with high standards. I'm going to do it with the utmost quality that I can, because I've got this journey. I'm moving forward into my new cycle. I am this comforting, caring, nurturing person. I am strong. I have a subtle power. I don't flaunt it. I'm focused on my kingdom marriage, or whatever. Maybe that's what you said. Maybe that's what your subconscious said. Maybe that's what your spirit says. Or perhaps you actually have a partner that you are intertwined with here in the physical. But this was in your subconscious during this whole challenge of carrying these burdens for this whole collective of people that weighed you down and used you as a tool for their own benefit, brought you their suffering and their burdens so that you could carry them for them, so that they could have a life of luxury on your spiritual wealth. So now the intention here, so you've got the gift, you're coming into a new opportunities, all this new beginning with your Ace of Wands. You are the Empress. Yeah, your courtship is here. You had the kingdom marriages on your mind, or your spirit did, and you are the Empress now, and you're entering into this courtship. And these ones know it. They're here in the near future. They're bringing conflict and upheaval. They want to win at all costs. They're like, they can't let it go. They can't let it go. It's not over yet, but it's far beyond the statute of limitations at this point, most likely. They're just, but they feel like they have nothing to lose, right? They don't feel that they have anything to lose. There's a mature man here. He's unwilling to give up this Empress, this mature woman. He feels she belongs to him. And he could have. This could be somebody that she was in union with in a previous cycle. And this one gave her all his burdens. She had to carry all the burdens, all 10 wands, extra responsibility, overloaded. Fire, man. This wasn't easy. These were wands, man. They were on fire. And she had to keep on going, and she had to maintain this all in such a way that it wouldn't cause a scene, right? So she had very high standards. She had a positive outlook. She carried the burdens of not only this person, but all of his friends who offloaded their conflict onto her. They offloaded all of their sneaky crap, and they bullied her hard. They probably drained her of all of her energy and dumped all their burdens on her, because she's a star. She's spiritually rich. she has this abundance. So this one, he thinks that she belongs to him, but she doesn't now. It's over, man. He's doing stuff in a family room to try to tap into the star. He's at a crossroads. He's stagnant. This person of high honor, he's in a stalemate when it comes to high honor. He's not a person of high honor. The Emperor is here. The Emperor is here. The Emperor knows what this person has been doing, and the Emperor knows what this mature woman has been doing. The Emperor sees, the Emperor knows exactly how this mature man treated his mature woman. This Emperor knows that this mature man and all his brothers, all his bros, offloaded all their burdens onto this mature woman. She had to carry all the stress, all the burden, take all the responsibility for their bullshit. And she did it with high standards. Look at that. And now there's expectation. There's expectation. Right? The Six of Pentacles, expectation. She's expecting. She will be receiving generosity, and she will be giving generosity. These thieves, they thought they were going to get the unexpected income of this privileged lady, this Empress. He's nothing but a thief. And now he's in bad health, and he can't get her out of his mind. He's living a life of poverty now. The official person knows what a main female did. On the distant horizons, they wanted to give the house to this false person, but that's over. They weren't able to bring an end to this Empress's change. They're in the courthouse right now over what they did to these lovers, and this man is concerned. There's a message of concern about what they did in the dark, what they toiled and labor, all the toil and labor that they did to try to break this mature woman, to try to break this Empress, so that they could keep using her to offload their burdens. And now they're in despair. This wealthy man got a message. He's going to prison. And this main male and this whole community is under adjudication for what they did to this child, or to this new beginning, to try to gain the sudden wealth and this pathway. The pathway that belongs to the Empress. This Nine of Cups. They didn't think she was that strong. The whole community, this mature man, all his bros, this whole community of people all because they wanted her spiritual inheritance. They wanted her to carry their burdens. They wanted her to heal them. They wanted control over her spiritual gifts. And they wanted her to carry their burdens because she's that strong. They weren't able to cause an accident for her. So now they want a compromise. Now they want an agreement. They want an agreement because they couldn't cause an accident for her. or the accident that they sent to her didn't work. They weren't able to take her out. Not only did they burden her, they put extra burdens on her, on this mature woman, but they put her in danger. They wanted her to have an accident. They wanted to take her out. They wanted to take her out so that they could give her divine inheritance to a third wheel. They wanted this marriage. They wanted the kingdom marriage with the spiritual inheritance of this empress. They wanted to give the kingdom marriage to a effing karmic who didn't deserve it, who didn't carry any burdens, who doesn't have the capacity to heal or nurture anything. They came after her sweet love. But she carried that burden, and she did it because she was married to that man. She honored her commitments, and she did it with high standards while she was being abused, while she was being attacked and put in danger. She loved him. And he looked at her like she was nothing more than a third wheel. She was obligated to him because she was married to him. And he was her enemy. He put all his burdens on her. He put the burdens of his brothers on her, his bros, whatever. He put the burdens of his entire community on her. And she did it with high standards because of her commitments. And he wanted to cause her an accident so that she disappeared, so that he could give her spiritual wealth, her spiritual inheritance. But they don't get it. Okay? They don't get the great fortune, the gift, the Ace of Wands. They get a curse. They're cursed, man. They tried to curse her. They tried to cause a misfortune for her. They tried to cause an accident for her. They hated her. All they wanted was her spiritual wealth and her divine inheritance and her status, while they effed around and hurt people. They were daydreaming. It was all in their freaking head. So we got the Empress here. She's coming into a courtship. She's coming into a courtship. She's going to have a sweet family. Her ex, he's causing all kinds of upheaval. Him and his bros and his whole community, they're all upset. They're like, holy moly, stop, brakes on. She belongs to us. But it's all in their head. They think that her blessings belong to them, but it's a fantasy. That's all in their head. Her blessings don't belong to them. They're divorced. They're no longer together. He offloaded all these burdens, and he used her. He put all those burdens on her, and he was out with somebody else. She was loving him, carrying that load for him and his brothers and his community and all of that very well. Suffering, being put in extra danger because of the jealous karmic or whoever he's holding on to here. They thought that her blessings belonged to them, but that was just a fantasy. She's a star. She's a star. And she's lonely. She was living a life of loneliness while she was carrying their burdens, feeling sickly, low energy, and that was their strategy, okay? While they lived a life of adventure, they'd like, this is your fate. We're just going to rob you of this. And that was their only goal. But guess what? Time is out. Their pride is messed up because you're just sitting here calm. And now they're going through withdrawals because your self-love put a stop to this. Okay? Now they're mentally disturbed because they're separated from her. This star has a lot of value. This star has a lot of value. Okay? She's not just a freaking broken down pile of trash that gets towed off to the wrecking yard, you know, after you throw all your garbage sacks in there. She's top quality, man. And they treated her like she was trash. She's high honor. She's high honor. And they thought that they could use and abuse her and live this life of luxury while she carried all the burdens and all the crap that was caused by their drama and their desire to hurt others. So now they're in a deadlock. They're stagnated. They're at a crossroads. Okay, these people of high honor, they're going to get their savings. All of the wealth that these ones stole from this mature woman, this empress, this all of the blessings that they took from her in exchange for offloading their burdens and their horrid energy that they accumulated by doing awful things to serve their pleasures, whatever. So the emperor is here, and he's offering protection to this woman because he sees all the work that she did. She honored her commitment. She carried the load for not only him, but everybody else that he prostituted her to, basically, forcing her to provide services for. The emperor saw that. He sees it. And occupation, and we have profession here. The emperor has an idea. He sees that she's an expert. The skills that she acquired while carrying the burdens for this mature man and his bros and his whole community, his whole collective of supporters here who were drumming up accidents and curses for this empress. So she would never freaking have a family or love. They're going to be in confinement. They're going to be in confinement. They're going to have necessity to learn skills so that they can survive. And she's going on to a mega project. the rituals that these ones did to curse her. Yeah, they're fury now. It's a whole lot of unpleasantness. They took bribes. They took bribes to come against her, to curse her, to steal her blessings. They were persuaded and tempted that they would be able to get this blessing from her, that they would be able to inherit her spiritual inheritance, her star, her ability to rejuvenate. Her ability to heal and rejuvenate, and to carry extra burdens in a very high class way, making it look easy, while they abuse and use love and divine service. All right, so you triumphed over this. She triumphs over this. The Empress triumphs over this, and she gains her promise. And these ones are in big protest over it. They're like, wait, and she's like, and the Emperor is here. Wait a minute, she has merit. She carried a tremendous load, not just for the one she was contracted to, but all his bros, all his hoes, all his fantasy club and supporters, who were all taking a piece of her spiritual wealth, celebrating on her pie, while she ate dirt and was being dragged through the mud, trying to carry this burden with the highest standards that she could, because she's a Queen of Cups, a nurturer. She's caring and compassionate. It's her heart, her fertile heart, that causes her to want to provide as a good parent to those that she loves. And she's okay. This is the end. This is the conclusion of them harvesting her gain. Okay, and they're going to be homeless now. Her alliances heard her prayers. They heard her confusion, and they got an idea. They're like, hey, let's help her relax. And it was stopped. She just entered into a period of self-love. And that got these ones starting to go through some withdrawals, because the more she loved herself, the more calm she became, the less lower vibrational energies they were able to harvest off of her. So they started to lose their gain. They started to lose their self-worth. As she gained her self-worth, they started to lose their self-worth. And it was on a schedule. It was a scheduled appointment. The Emperor. Their goal was to rob the fate of the Empress so that they could have a life of adventure. That was their strategy, was to leave her lonely and disturbed and separated from love. But instead, she's going to be reunited and refreshed with these vows, not only in union with her partner, but with spirit. Okay, and she may become a teacher. She will be getting eternal love. And these ones are going to be they're going to be suffering a loss for all the stress that they brought to her, man. They collaborated together to keep her blind so that they could experience her good luck while she just got bullied all the time. And they're like, oh yeah, we know that gift it belongs to her. But they're fighting over it, man. They're like, no, it's my gift, it's my gift. We're like, who's gonna control it? Who's gonna control it? And they're like, oh, we're all arrogant, man. We're all arrogant. We just want her sick, okay? There's evidence of what all these friends did to cause overload for her, okay? But she's gonna get her family, okay? She's ready. Y'all better get ready to live and learn. These masks that you wore got you in a trap. Your life of indulgence is going to lead to a life of fright because you're going to be in a nightmare. Okay, good news. The Empress gets assistance, okay? And justice is going to be served. She gets sweet dreams while these ones are bound in their commitments, and now they're seeking forgiveness. They're wanting to give apologies. They're seeking a forgiveness because these sweethearts are coming together, and this is an end to this, okay? They persevered. They're going to get their blessings. They're going to get their Six of Pentacles. It could very well be that, this mature woman subconsciously, it's all about honor and respect. Yeah, these ones are in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare because this Empress is expecting her Six of Pentacles. She's getting her prosperity. It's coming. They're in a nightmare because she persevered. Okay. Well, I'll leave it there. I'll see you on the next one.